AN-94 because not a lot of people know this gun is pretty underrated in my opinion. It's got some pretty good attachments on it, and yeah, I just want to show you guys how good this weapon can be. So as you see, I've got a Malcolm 3 times PBS 4 suppressor, stubby blue laser, and a armor piercing round. This gun's also got full auto, so if you want, you could do that to them. Absolutely destroy them, the enemies, of course, with your semi-high DC. Well, it's the second lowest in the game the assault rifles have, but with your pretty high fire rate, especially for a assault rifle with that strength and such low recoil. No idea why I'm pushing, but that's what I mean. Sometimes this gun slaps, other times it doesn't. I've actually tested it. It goes through 2 walls with armor piercing on. We're not gonna have the problem with spawn kills anymore there. Where the hell is this shot coming from? Found him. It's just toxic how I'm spawn killing right now. Oh! That's what I mean. Smacks. And I'm really out of ammo. There's another. Yes. Alright. I can keep this playing. Fuck. Well. I was going to say now I can keep displaying how good this gun is, but I guess not. So, yeah, this server's got a lot more people, which is good. So now I can actually display the general purpose of this. For me, this gun is more like a mix between a sniper, DMR, and assault rifle. So I put the Malcolm 3 times. You can also put on something like a Coyote. That also works. I'd then use it in full auto. This is a close range scope, a little BF350. But yeah, the Coyote is, I find it's more for close range. And the only reason I'm actually using the that's what I mean. So the only reason I'm using this is, look, if I would have used the Malcolm 3 times, it wouldn't have worked. Not well. Close. So yeah, you can use any scope that you want. I either say Coyote, ACOG, PSO1, or Malcolm 3 times, and then for the suppressors, it's either PBS4, PBS1, or R suppressor. This one, the R suppressor is also pretty good because well, I like it because it just sounds really nice. You can choose whatever you want for your others, and underbarrel, I either say folding grip or stubby grip. Armor piercing you don't need, but it does help with the penetration, I think. Let me check. Yeah, hold on. Should do. Yeah, it does. I mean, armor piercing usually generally helps. This armor piercing here does definitely help. You can use an ACOG 6 times. Because why not? Kind of be cool, you know. You have an ACOG 6 times on a assault rifle. You know, cool. But it's not good for close range. Like the K2 is pretty good for close range. I'd still use the Malcolm 3 times over the ACOG though, because it's just better. No, sorry, the ACOG 6 times. I'd still use it over that because it's just. That's actually the first sight I've bought on that gun, the ACOG 6, the Malcolm 3 times. And I kind of hope there is. I hope there is a Malcolm 6 times. Just so that if anything ever happens and we need a more high power scope. Why is this BFG 50 kid just sitting there? Okay. But yeah, that's all it is basically. You can use Delta, whatever. I'd still stick with the scopes that I usually say. And it is usually my primary, this weapon. Except if it's on like a different map. So here I'd probably go with a combo of Tech 9 and AN-94. That just sucks about the PSP. I don't know the name of it. I think it's PSO1. But don't state me on that. Ah, that was. One thing I like about this is that it just feels a lot more natural. It's got the green part of the sight, and I actually like that quite a bit. If that doesn't happen, but yeah, that's basically it. You know, all I have to say is that AN-94 overall is a great gun. If you have the chance and you're under level 10 and you have the credits, I would definitely buy it. It is pretty fun to use if you know how to use it properly. Starting off, I would actually get a suppressor, but not the stock one. The stock one is too weak. What I would do, right, is I would save up my credits, get like a Malcolm 3 times, and then you can cross range kills, cross map kills. I did the exact same thing. It's not really scummy. It's more just helping you, using your resources as I say, basically. What? Notice me? Another good thing about using a suppressor that does not even decrease your damage is that it's insane. Like, it's really not that obvious that you're using a suppressor if you really don't focus on the game that much. It's like, look at that. That's what the AN-94 does best. It goes insane when it needs to. That's what I mean. It just beams when you need it to. And it's only level 10. If you're new to the game, this is like the best starting gun ever. Saying that I've just died, but, you know, it's such a good starting gun. Damage is mediocre, yes. The PBS4 suppressor does take away a bit of damage, as you can see, 31.36 and then 32. Doesn't really matter that much in my opinion. You could also put 7.62 on it, which greatly increases, well, doesn't greatly, but it still increases the damage. Or, if you use hollow point, it's your decision, but I would still advise to not use hollow point. It's pretty expensive and all that. Oh, 18 and 10. Not that good. But, you know, yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.